Out of Lion's Den Camp of Yashala, but before I get started with this lesson, I would like to give all praises to the Heavenly Father in the name of His only begotten Son, in their proper two names. We're going to start off by saying Ka, Halayim, La, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Ha, Rekah, Kodash, Ma'amath. Definitely want to give double honors to the elder apostles of GMS. Definitely want to give double honors to my elder apostle, Har1, Banyasa of the Lion's Den Camp, located right here in Jacksonville, Florida. Shalom to the sincere men, women, and children that believe in sincerity and truth and that believe on the names of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. All right, today's lesson is going to be a quick one. Just going over the spirit of this wicked man, DJ Nero. All right, dealing with DJ Trump. All right, this man has a really wicked spirit on him. Clearly shows that he comes from the bloodline of Idumean, right, the Edomites. All right, they all have that same wicked spirit within them. And, all right, so this article here is from Irish Star, if I'm not mistaken. It says, unhinged Donald Trump posts AI image of himself planting U.S. flag on Greenland, man. He's just posting AI stuff, basically, in his boastful manner, man. Like, he has a boastful manner about himself, who's going to stop me from doing what I'm doing? That's the mindset of Trump. It says President Donald Trump shared a digital created image of himself planting an American flag on Greenland early Tuesday, right? And when they plant the American flag on anything, or any country plants a flag on anything, that's them basically claiming it, making claims on that particular land, rather than the so-called moon landing like they claim they did. Same thing when they go conquer other countries, right? They always plant their flag on the land. So it's showing you that he's just, basically saying he's going to take over Greenland no matter what, right? It says this happened early Tuesday, escalating his threats to annex in the largely self-governing Danish territory. It says the picture appears to be AI generated and features Vice President J.D. Vance and Secretary of State Marco Rubio standing alongside the president. Like, Trump is positioned slightly higher than the two while holding the flag, of course, right? It says a sign reads Greenland, U.S. territory, right? Established 2026 in all capital letters. Trump has long expressed his belief that the U.S. should possess the strategically situated and mineral-rich island, right? That's what it's really all about. All right, it says, but he began ramping up calls for a U.S. takeover of Greenland a day after the U.S. military apprehended the former Venezuelan president Nicolas Maduro, right? So, but again, usually when these major countries make major moves like that to take over other countries or other islands or lands, right? It's usually for minerals, resources, right? In that particular area, it's been a lot of ice melting, right? So it's opening up waterways for them to travel, to transport goods, right? That's another reason why, that's another reason why he wants that area, right? But it says Trump connected his increasingly assertive position on Greenland to his failure to secure a Nobel Peace Prize last year in a message to Norway's Prime Minister Jonas Gahr Store. It says, in a text message disclosed on Monday, Trump informed Norway's leader that he no longer feels obligated, right, quote, to think purely of peace, end quote, because the Norwegian, right, Norwegian, right, Nobel Committee did not award him the esteemed Peace Prize, so like it reports the Mirror U.S. All right, but again, that's what it's really all about, man. Trump wants to be, looked at as the best president. He wants to be seen as the man, right? He wants to be seen as that one president nobody can control, nobody can stop, and he went around conquering. And through conquering, a lot of unaliving happens, man. But that's the mindset of Trump, especially dealing with really all Idumeans, right? But when you look at him, he is a perfect example of their spirit and the spirit that they have on them, right? This is Habakkuk 2:1. It says, 2:2, Slaki. And Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Right? For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry, right? So at the end of the day, these prophecies are going to come to pass, man. And Trump is one of those presidents that we believe that's going to enforce World War III, right? Dealing as well as Russia dealing with Putin and the rest of the BRICS nations, right? But Trump is more than likely going to play a major part in World War III, man, dealing with the, the destruction of Babylon, man, and the downfall of this place, man, All right, so that the vision is set for an appointed time, right? And we see that we are in those times, right? Here's the point. It says, behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith, right? At the end of the day, let me get away from this noise, Salakia. His soul is not lifted up right in him, man. He's crooked, all the way crooked, man. Nothing about this man is righteous. All right, or as that's really dealing with the wicked as a whole, dealing with all of them, right? He's, verse 5 say, yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. All right, see what he doing? Neither keeping at home, right? Trying to take over Greenland, trying to take over Venezuela, It says he is a proud man, right? You see how proud he is and boastful he is. It says, who enlarges his desires as hell, man, and is as death and cannot be satisfied, right? So he's going to continue to push for more territories, and within that, it's going to have a lot of unaliving is going to come about, just like what happened in Venezuela, right? He's continuously enlarging his desires as hell, man, and cannot be satisfied, right? But it says, but gather unto him all nations, right? And that's the mindset. That's the mindset right there of the Idumeans, man. They want everything. They want to control everything and rule everything. And it says, and heapeth unto him all people, right? So let's go to Psalms 10 real quick, and I'll end it. I got to get back to work. This is Psalms 10:1. It says, why? Verse 2. It says, the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices, right? Hiroshima, Nagasaki, right? Dealing with those ICBMs that they have imagined. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desires, and blesseth the covetous, whom Yahweh abhorreth. Right? The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua. Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua is not in all his thoughts, man. Right? Just showing you the mindset of these wicked people, man. Right? They boasting of their heart's desire. They don't pay attention to the prophecies. They're not worried about what Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua has in store for them, man. So it says, verse 5, his ways are always grievous, thy judgments are far above out of his sights, right? Not thinking about the prophecies or his judgment, right? World War III, nuclear destruction, right? The downfall of this kingdom. It says, as for all his enemies, he puffeth at them, man. And that's the mindset of of the Idumeans, and you can see that clearly in DJ Trump, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. I'll follow up this video later on, do another video going deeper into it. Yahweh Rat Tazah. All right, so Shalom and DTA.